Hi.
Bags come right
Excuse
with
me.
you.
Perfect timing.
Here's my home away from home. It is adorable. I love it. It sings to you. All right. So this is the standard sea terrace. I paid just a little bit extra for it because I wanted a balcony, and it has a hammock. So it's pretty straightforward and simple. They do have solo cabins as well, but I don't think that they have all of the amenities with it. So this is where I'm going to stay for the next week, give or take. Here's our towels, or my towels. Nice little loungy chair. On deck. Ooh, it's humid out here. Here's the infamous hammock. This is partly why I booked this cruise. It's because it has a hammock. But I can't wait. But this is the port of Miami. I didn't realize it was so close, or I wouldn't have traveled back and forth. But right over there was where I spent my morning shopping. It's called Bayside Market, and I honestly didn't realize it was so close to the ship, or I could have just taken everything there this morning. But Miami's not quite what I thought it would be. It's pretty. Definitely a lot of construction going on. Much more industrial, I think, and maybe that's not the right word, but than I anticipated. So my hotel was not too far from the airport, but I believe it was over that way, and it was a cute little boutique. It's actually pretty fast. This is one of the little loungy spots. Can't wait. They got special permission to change the lifeboat colors to hello friend. There's a neighbor down there. But to change the colors from orange to red, just so it went with the theme. The boat is very gray, black, but very chic, very modern, very sleek, slimline. I like it. I've only been on one other cruise, and that has been for Carnival, and it was an older ship. This one, I believe the Valiant lady, was she the first in the lady class ships? They just released their last one, which was, I believe, Brilliant Lady. I'd like to go on all of them. They said that the layout is all the same. They do have a few different restaurants and shows in each one, but when I come back, I have about 4 hours before I actually fly out, so I thought I would spend the day touring Little Havana and some of the museums, because that will be during the daytime actually. Yesterday I didn't get in until about 4 o'clock. I was tired, I slept, but it's really pretty. I can't wait to get started. So, got the room. These are free waters. Every other ship line, whatever, I believe charges you to buy bottles of water. They're trying to be conscientious of the environment. I was going to bring a portable jug / carafe, whatever you want to call it, but I was like, I love those. That would be a good souvenir and memento. So one is sparkling and one is still. I think this one's sparkling. And then you can take these little souvenirs. This is a corkscrew remover, bottle remover, which I think is cute. It's a little compass, is that what that is? Sextant, that's right. And then a little squidgy guy. Free glasses. Down here is where we have our fridge, and you can put anything you want in there. So I'll probably put the waters in there just so they're nice and cold. And if you bring anything back from on board. So this is how we control the rooms. It's the mirror. Hello. My outfit. I've lost quite a bit of weight in the last 6 months or so. When I bought these, I bought them maybe 2 months ago, and I was like, oh, they'll be great for summer and I can take them on the cruise. They're getting a little baggy, but they still look cute. I forgot all of my necklaces at home. I brought the rest of my jewelry, but I forgot my necklaces. I have my bracelets over there just because they make noise, and I didn't want them to make noise on this video. So, but yeah, it's just a pair of linen pants I got from Kohl's, shirts from Amazon, tank top I think is Walmart or Old Navy, something like that. I've had it for a long time. It's just a white undershirt. So these are our bracelets to get in and out of the room. That's how you charge stuff to your card as well. Everything is included on ship, like your food, water, pop, anything like that is all included. Tea, coffee. Now if you want a specialty coffee or you want alcohol, you have to pay for that extra. You can either get a bar tab, which is prepaid. I think the cheapest one they had was $200, and then you got like $25 extra. Then they went up from there. If you are a heavy drinker, that's probably the way to go. I'm not much of a drinker, and if I want a cup of coffee, I'll just buy a cup of coffee. I'm good with just plain coffee. So that's probably what I'll stick with. I figured if I had any type of beverages that were alcoholic or adult, I'd get one a day. So, but I love the mirror. It kind of changes colors. So I don't know if it's just how, it's like very iridescent, like it depends on how you look at it. So it's pretty cool. And then this here is where I need to watch my muster. So before we set sail, you can't set sail unless you do that. So I love the aesthetic. I kind of went with red as my main color because that's kind of Virgin Voyage's signature color, even though pink is my signature color. But so when they originally started doing sales, they were going to convert this into a couch during the day and a bed at night. I think they realized that that wasn't necessarily as convenient or well thought as they had hoped. So you can place your luggage here if you wanted to. It should fit under the bed as well. There's also a nice little closet over there. So I don't mind if it stays as a bed. I like lounging in a bed during the daytime. So this is one of, like I said, one of their older ships, but she's only about 4 years old, I think, if that. So yeah, I'd say this room is probably about the same size as the one that we had on Carnival. I'll show you the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. They're small, but what more do you need for a bathroom other than a toilet and the shower? It's a nice curved shower. I'd say it's fine. It has a rain head, shower head. I'm not too thrilled about that. I don't care for those. And then sprayer nozzle. But it does come with body wash, hair conditioner, and hair shampoo. So they have even a little box of Kleenex. How nice is that? But yeah, so toilet, sink. It's got a pretty good size shelf there, so not too shabby. Over here we have our life vest. My guess is this is the hair dryer. Yeah, it's a hair dryer, a safe, and then some drawers that you can put things in if you need to. And then if you need to do wash, you can put it in here and they will wash it for you. It will be an additional charge. Then over here, this is your do not disturb sign, and this is my, I need some attention to the room, please. And then of course, just to kind of hide things. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there we go. So this is where I am located. I came on the ship right there in the middle. So I'm on the 9th, which is mid deck, which is perfect. I did get just a tiny bit seasick on the last one on our first day, and it was just until I got my sea legs. But once I did, I was good to go. So yeah, I can't wait. Flight went really great. I enjoyed the travels. I flew with United. I think I've only flown with them once. I didn't mind it. Usually I've done American Airlines or Delta. I wasn't a fan of Delta the last time I flew with them, but United was good. I did upgrade my seat on the way home, so I'd have a little bit more footroom. It's with American. United has the smallest bag allowance as far as like size-wise. This is the first time I've ever flown with all checked luggage, and that was definitely interesting. I don't know if I would do it again because I'm an overpacker. I like my outfits. Can't tell. But yeah, so I'm gonna head in, see if my luggage is outside. I went ahead and checked it. I didn't need to, but I did. Just because I wanted to get on the ship and get my day started. I'm really looking forward to this. There were 2 or 3 people that were staying at my hotel that were coming on board. I actually followed another sailor. She looks like she's single as well. So, but it is humid out here. I think the temp is only 83, 84 degrees, but it feels like it's 102 with the humidity. When I was out walking around, my hair, it has fallen because of all the humidities. When I was out walking around this afternoon, by the time I was done, I just had sweat dripping down the back of my hair. So I might take a shower before I get ready for dinner tonight. We have a solos meetup at 5:45, I think. And then I think we set sail at 6. And they have champagne and a sail away party, so that'll be fun. I slept a lot yesterday, probably more than I should have, but I knew because the nightlife on Virgin Voyages is pretty hopping that I wanted to make sure I was well rested, and I feel great. I mean, I've lost over 50 pounds myself, and then another 250 in a husband, and mentally I haven't been this great in probably 10 years. I feel like myself again. I didn't feel like I was trying to fit into somebody that I wasn't or anything like that. It's never easy going through a situation like that, but I do know that sometimes in life you have bumps and bruises along the way, and how you handle them and how you come out of them actually shows your fortitude. I sometimes would like to be a little more grumpy than I am, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a good person. He was a good person. We just didn't work. I think I knew that from the beginning, I just didn't want to believe it. I saw signs, but I was tired of living life alone, but it was even harder to live life married and still be alone. So here we are. But I'm gonna go back in to see if I can't get settled. I'll show you a little bit more around the ship here in a minute.
Well, ahoy sailors!
party was fun, but it's a little noisy. So we are setting sail. I'm turning the ship around, it looks like. That's where we docked at. And so, yeah. My guess is we're gonna go right out there. It's been fun. I can't say how much fun it's been already. I'm what, an hour and a half into the journey. So if it's like this the whole time, I think it's going to be an up and up. You can definitely do more calm things if you choose, if that's your vibe. But who doesn't want to do a little partying here and there? I'm kind of a mix of both. I can be extroverted, I can be introverted. My nature is to be introverted with a tendency to extrovert, especially if I'm on, you know, like a stage and stuff like that. But that's different because it's not me. So yeah, it's been a cloudy one today. That's partly why I didn't go to the beach. I planned on doing the beach, but I always burn worse when it's cloudy than if it's just natural, like sunny. Partly because I don't feel like it's gonna get me. But you can see there's people down here. They just kind of chill out and relax. It's the kind of vibe that you're wanting more than anything. Yeah, so it's been fun.